Hey everyone, what's up? I hope you're all having a great night. We are going to do some reading sprints for Read-O-Rama. I am going to talk about some things if you don't know the readathon and get right into it. But first, I'm going to tweet out that I'm live and then get right into it. I would love to see everyone in the comments. Hi. I'm going to go and tweet and then I will get started. Okay, that's done. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome. And yeah, I'm a little nervous because I've never done this live before, so bear with me. But I have some announcements. This is Read-O-Rama. If you haven't heard of it, it is a readathon that is happening this week and it is ending on June 12th. And we're just going to do some reading sprints. If you have not heard of Read-O-Rama, it's a readathon. And all of the information is down below. We also have a StoryGraph link. So if you want to track your reading through StoryGraph, that is linked down below as well. And yeah, so I'm also going to be announcing a code word during this for the giveaway that we're hosting. You can win up to $15 to Amazon or the Book Depository, depending on where you live. So if you want to win that, stay tuned. You're just going to get a code word and then you can enter that in to win the giveaway. So let me know what you're reading and we'll get started. If you are not following us on Instagram, I will show you that right now. If you're not following us on Instagram, it's just at Read-O-Rama, and you can also use uh you can also do reading no, you can also do photo challenges. Um you can also do photo challenges and we will feature you. Today's is reflection, so you just have to do a reflection. I did a CD, which worked out pretty well. And I also wanted to mention, if you have not seen my other announcement today, I am very excited and I had to hold this off for about a week and was holding it in secret. But I also have there's also this announcement that I am going to be interviewing on the 30th of June at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Isaac Fitzsimons, the author of the Passing Playbook, on Penguin Teen, their Instagram live. It will also be on their Instagram if you happen to miss it, but we're going to talk. It's going to be really fun. This is my first author interview, so if you want to support me, I would love if you would come and watch me talk to Isaac. His book is fantastic, and I just cannot wait to do this. So if you haven't seen it, go over to my Instagram. It's just Pucksandpaperbacks, and I am so excited for this. So yeah, let's see the comments. I think I got everything. We'll have to go look at your picture too. Yeah, it was pretty hard because my picture, I had the vision, and then as I was trying to take it, it was just not working. But I tried. I can maybe share it. This is mine. You can kind of see my book in it, but I tried. Thank you so much. I'm very excited. All right, let's see what everyone's reading. Let's talk about what I'm reading. I am reading Off the Record by Camryn Garrett. It's amazing. I'm loving it so much. It is about a girl named Josie who is a journalist and she has anxiety and she wins a contest and she gets to go on tour with these actresses for a movie. She meets a black actor who is actually like it's his first time ever having a lead, and I love it because it's a journalist with anxiety, and it also is going to talk about the Me Too movement. That's what it says in the blurb, but I haven't gotten to that part yet. And I'm really enjoying it. She's one of my favorite authors, and I'm also reading it for the Queer Lit Readathon. Let me know what challenges you're reading for Read-O-Rama. This one is for favorite genre because it's a contemporary, but I've only read 2 books this week so far, so I feel like I'm going to be able to put this with some of the other ones. And I can actually pull up the bingo board if you need it. Here's the bingo board if anyone needs it. Let me see. Okay. Hello to Ace. Hello to Angel. Hello to Jen. Hello to Michaela. Hello to Kathleen. And, oh my god, my air conditioning just went on. Um, Angel is reading Soul Curl Girls and really enjoying it so far. I've heard of that, and I just haven't gotten around to it. The Midnight Library I have heard of. The Wish Giver is a middle grade I've been wanting to reread. Oh, we love a reread. I love your CD picks for the prompts. Oh, thank you. I looked on Pinterest and I found it because I was like, I need a vision because I already did my reflection picture on my Instagram, which was me holding up some book. I forget what it was. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was me in front of like a mirror. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm reading some new comic releases. Ooh, I was actually gonna read my comic, but I'm more invested in this book, so I want to keep going. I already answered that one. Thank you. Thank you. Backlist, probably. Backlist in 1983. Oh my god. Damn. Hello. Reading the ending chapters of the Book of Eels. Oh, I was listening about the eels. Oh, yeah, we heard the eels. Okay, if anybody has any other questions, you can pop them in the chat. I already said what I'm reading, and I think I'm just gonna start off with maybe a 10-minute sprint. Why not? We're all feeling that. Make sure everybody has some water, make sure you're hydrating and all of that. And that's it. This is like real time. This is like no edited me. Everybody's really gonna see the real me because I get very distracted. This is just like anybody who's in my Patreon knows exactly because when we did the reading sprints for Patreon, it was very fun, but I get very distracted. So sometimes if I look at the chat, it's like a little bit too much. So I'm gonna try my best to do everything. All right, let's do a quick 10-minute sprint. And okay. I'm new. I'm very new to this too. Um, okay, let's read for 10 minutes, and I'll see you then. How does everyone do? I almost finished a chapter and I see a comment. That's so weird. In my book, my characters are in Chicago and they were just eating deep dish pizza, and now I want some of that. Nice, not too bad. That's pretty good in 10 minutes, honestly. I read 10 pages in like 20 minutes. And if you're just tuning in, this is the Read-O-Rama read-in. All of the information is down below for the readathon. We even have a storycraft link if you want to do that, and just track your reading that way. I love those. I think they're really fun. Oh my god, that sounds horrible. What what bad timing. They couldn't have just waited until after. Nice. I love multitasking. That's great. Oh my god. I forget it. Oh yeah, the Soul cover was reading. I like audiobooks, honestly. 30 pages is really good in 10 minutes. That's really good. Oh my gosh. I think I got like 5. But I was also like doing some other stuff. Okay, I actually got 6 pages in. All the dogs tonight. All the dogs. I have a cat. I have 2 cats. And it's raining, and my cat Luna loves the rain for some reason. She was out there in a thunderstorm, and I'm like, why? Like, come inside. I'm like, what are you doing? But she just loves to sit outside. I don't understand. Like, we have like 2 chairs on our porch, and she just loves to just sit there. I'm like, people probably walk by our house and they're like, why is there a cat just sitting on the porch? So weird. And if anyone does follow me and knows that she is the same cat that ran away for a week and then came back, she took a little break from me. It's a good name. It's a pretty good name. And then we have a kitten, and his name is Leo, and he's crazy. I just worry when she's out there. She gives me so much anxiety from the time she ran away from me. But she was gone for like a week, and like she just didn't come back. And then like on at the end of the week, I my neighbor like knocked on my door with like her cat, and there she was, like coming up onto my porch. I was like, "You little brat." Okay, so I'm gonna do a 15-minute sprint next. I think that's pretty good. You must have had good. I know, right? I'm like, oh my god, I was worried sick, and she was just like, "What? What happened?" Oh, that's fine. Thank you for coming. I love the Lunas in here. I love Luna. That's such a good name. Okay. let's go for 15 minutes, and then I will announce what the giveaway word is. So if anyone does want to enter the giveaway, if they haven't already, there's going to be a code word. The giveaway link is down below, and then I'll also share it in the chat. And there's a story grab link if anyone wants it. I will link it in the chat. But there's a story graph link if anyone wants it. You can also follow us on Instagram and all. Like everything is in the description, and also the schedule is also going to be there. I think I'm gonna go maybe till 6. Not not 6:30. We'd be here for a long time if it was 6:30. Maybe like 9:30. Yes, I am doing a long stream. I will be here till 6:30 in the morning. No, I'll actually probably be here till 9:30. Um, okay. Yeah. I was talking about this on my Patreon live stream, and I was like, I wonder if anyone has ever done a 24-hour um like reading stream, because on Twitch they do a subathon, which is like doing it all night. And I'm like, I feel like I could do that, but I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. Maybe if I had monetization on my channel, I could, but I don't know. That is all good. Yeah. My first ever live reading sprint, I do it for like hours. That's a very me thing. Like that is very on brand for my channel. Well, on Twitch, at least people can like donate money, so it's like a little incentive to keep doing it. But on YouTube, you can't do that unless you are monetized. But that's another conversation, because I'm doing a TBR check-in video that's gonna be coming out once I can do like I need to do like a voiceover and all, but I realized that I have ads on my videos, but I'm not monetized, so YouTube is running ads on my channel regardless of me making any money. Well, people do that. They do a sleep stream on Twitch, is that they sleep, and then people can donate money and put a link to like a loud sound, and it'll wake them up. That's how that see, I think this is how we grow my channel. It's me doing a 24-hour reading sprint. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. And then sometimes I like stumble upon it and I'm like, why is it like why do people watch other people sleep? I don't get it. I know, right? Exactly. Okay. Let's do a 15 minutes sprint and yeah, I'll be back. These sprints go so quick. How's everyone doing? I finished a chapter. I'm in the middle of a chapter. Each like part of the book is like a different place she's at. So now she's in Atlanta, and I just got to the part where they do reveal the like subject matter that I'm not going to discuss because I don't want to trigger anyone, but it is about the Me Too movement, and I think it's really good so far. Honestly, Camryn Garrett is just the best, and I would read literally anything that she wrote. And she is a film major at NYU, and it does have some film elements, and I can really tell that she has put a lot of effort into her books, like always, and this is just so good. And even if you get the physical book, there is a surprise underneath. I know some people don't like to be spoiled by the dust jacket underneath and all, so I'm not gonna do that, but it's so good. I love her. Um, yeah, it is so good. I'm loving it so much. And at the top of each chapter is a tweet that the main character has sent out, and it kind of like it represents the chapter, which is pretty cool. She's really good at putting internet culture into her books, and she's just such a good writer, and she's so young. Like, she hasn't even graduated college yet. She's awesome. Let me see if it says her. I don't think it does. Well, I think a book from the 80s probably is going to, because I saw you said this, and that's so funny. Yes, no dog interruptions this time. That's awesome. We love that. 18 pages is pretty good, too. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then when I come back, I am going to announce what the code word is if you haven't entered the giveaway yet. So let me see if I can. I'm back. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna announce the giveaway word. And I'll link the giveaway thing in the chat. All you have to do is go to the Rafflecopter link, and you have to subscribe to all of the hosts, and also follow us on our social medias, the Read-O-Rama Instagram and Twitter, for some extra entries. And you can follow us on Instagram for the photo challenges. Here's the giveaway link in the chat, and the code word is Pelican. You just have to enter the code word, hit enter, and then you can do other things. If you're on my channel, I recognize a lot of people in the chat. I know you're already subscribed to me. Unless you've just been watching me and haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe right now. How about this? Everybody subscribes to my channel right now. And yeah. Yes. Awesome. Win that free book. Maybe it can be off the record because I paid $16, I think. Is anyone else doing the Queer Lit Readathon too? I always try and do both of those because our challenges actually work. And what has everybody else read this week? I've read Nature Poem by Tommy Pico. It was so good. It was such a great poetry collection. I loved it so much. And yeah, it was so good. Highly recommend. I want to read some more of his poetry. I've only heard of Nature Poem, but I saw my library has a couple others. I don't know if they're poetry though. I don't know if he writes other things, but I thought it was really good. A lot of the only poetry I've ever read is by queer authors or trans or gender nonconforming authors. So they've all been great. So I haven't really had a bad experience with poetry yet. But I also have an advantage because I took a LGBTQ plus history class in college where we really went into poetry, so I can kind of understand it a little bit more. Ended up reading Pink, a short story collection. Ooh. I was gonna read my graphic novel tonight, but I was so invested. I mean, my comic, not my graphic novel. I was so invested in this. But my comic is The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. It has a trans superhero in it, and I'm so excited for it. I might read it tomorrow. I read Long Way Down. Oh my god, it's so good. I listened to it on audio, and it's amazing. I want to read the graphic novel of it too. Oh, and you did read the graphic novel. Fun experience, yeah. I have read Love Creekwood. I did enjoy it, but my only little critique was that I'm from Philadelphia, and Becky kept writing that Simon kept saying that he was in Philly, and he was not. He was in PA. PA and Philly are two separate things. And then there were none. Nice. Yeah. I love that feeling. Like I don't feel like that very often where I like want to keep picking up a book, which is why I had a reading vlog that I was doing. And I think I'm gonna pick it back up, but I wasn't sure because it was supposed to be like a May themed reading vlog where I read my zodiac sign recommendations, and I didn't complete it in the month, so I was like, "Oh, I don't know if this works anymore." But I've decided I'm gonna do it again, and I'll post it on my main channel. But I just really have not felt. But because I didn't really feel like picking up books, I say this in my video too, like I just have so much trouble balancing all of my interests. It is so hard because I have so many hobbies, like booktube. I also like The Sims, and I also like watching YouTube and Twitch, and so it's hard for me to, like, I don't know, like, I'm just not someone that dedicates my whole life to reading. I don't read all the time, and I'm also a really slow reader, so it is hard for me to feel like I want to pick up a book. So this is like the first time. Besides, I read another book for that video where I did feel like I wanted to keep reading, but I just love that feeling where I'm like, oh, I just want to keep reading. Yeah, I bet it is. I saw it on his Instagram. Yeah. Love Victor come the second season comes out next week, I think, or maybe this week, maybe tomorrow, or maybe Friday. Mhm. Seriously. It's so hard because I'm like, "Oh, I don't feel like reading." And no one should feel like that because I even say it all the time. Booktube and reading is a hobby. Reading should be fun. It should not be stressful. And I think that we're all dealing with that at the moment. It's just hard. It's hard to balance everything. I'm like, why is there not more time in the day? Because I also have other things, like actual life things to do. So it's hard to balance booktube because I'm not like actually it's not like my job. It's just something fun that I do for now. Yes, balance is so hard. It's so hard, especially when a new Sims pack came out, and I'm like, oh god. And I don't like to listen to like sometimes I listen to audiobooks while I play, but the other problem is that sometimes I just don't get um I just get distracted and then I'm like, oh, I don't did I read that correctly? Um and I would rather just listen to YouTube videos while I play. Okay, why don't we go for another sprint? And if you have not entered the giveaway, the link is in the chat. You just have to scroll up a little bit, or I'll just link it again in case anybody missed it. And everything is linked in my description as well as all the hosts and the schedule for all of the read-ins. There's not one tomorrow, but there's one Friday and Saturday. Hmm. Well, because what happens is I misinterpret the book sometimes, and then it bites me in the ass after. Yeah, sure. Especially if you have like a full-time job because then it's like once you come home, you're like my whole day has been wasted. Or not wasted, but like you haven't had free time. So then it's like you're really trying to catch up at the end of the day. But I'm usually just up until 1 a.m. anyway because my sleep schedule is not good. It was good for like a week and then it just wasn't good anymore. All right, let's do another 15-minute sprint and then come back. Wow, I didn't know you could do two. Okay, now I know that. All right. See everyone in 15. Hello, welcome. If everyone is just joining us, I know Sarah just joined us and she got back from a test. I hope it was good. I'm reading Off the Record by Camryn Garrett. It's so good. And um, I'm enjoying it because she's talking more about bisexuality. Um, and it's pretty good. I love it. I just love Camryn Garrett. She's great. And if you missed the code word, it is Pelican to enter the giveaway, which will be linked here. I don't know how everyone did, if you finished any books, and we're gonna end at, I think, 9:45. I said 9:30 earlier, but I think maybe I'll just go a little bit longer just because Sarah just got here. Yeah, everyone is just seeing my Instagram post now, so I was trying to do both at the same time. Because I keep seeing people share my post but not comment on my post, so I'm not knowing that people are congratulating me or sharing my stuff unless I actually physically look in my insights. Reading The Silence Between Us by Alison Gervais. Did you finish the Ivies or are you still reading the Ivies? I don't, do I know The Silence Between Us? Like I know the cover. Oh, okay. I don't know if I've ever seen this book. And it's a YA contemporary. So let me know if you like it. The cabin, the woman in cabin 10 is just not good. I mean, I'm just personally not a Ruth Ware fan. I can't get into her books at all. She's so hyped up. I just couldn't get into it. And it sucks because I know everybody's like, oh, she's so good, but I just can't get into her. Book is getting better, thankfully. That's good. How much do you have a lot left or not? Still reading the Ivies, okay. Okay. Have you read all of her backlist? I can't remember. But I feel like I can remember the book that you read. She has so many books, I can't even remember. It's not good. I mean, personally, I didn't like it, but I just can't get into Ruth Ware. It might be the audiobook because I didn't finish the flat share because it was the same narrator, and I just couldn't get into it. But also, I'm not a big romance reader, so I just don't really care for that. But I might have been converted because I did read a romance book last month and I really enjoyed it. It was so good, but I can't reveal it. Unless you look at my Goodreads, you'll find out. But if I'm gonna post that video, then I want to maybe be a little surprised. If you're still watching, the giveaway word is pelican, and subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Chloe and Kathleen as well, and follow us on our Instagram for daily photo challenges and on Twitter and on Twitter. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Or maybe it was no, the one you liked I thought was like a black cover. I could be wrong. Yeah. For me, I just felt like I couldn't I just wasn't as invested in the mystery as the character was, and I was like, "Okay, I'm bored." If you're still here, let me know what you're reading. If you just came in, let me know what you're reading. And if you've completed any challenges for Read-O-Rama. Also, let me know if anybody would like me to keep doing these, like, on my channel. I know I get a little anxious about them, but I would like to keep doing them maybe for NaNoWriMo in July, even though I literally just said at the beginning of this that I'm taking a break in July with videos because I do have one that I'm obligated to post. But maybe I'll do some writing sprints because I'm going to be editing my book. And oh, I wanted to say in this book, off the record, um, I think it's like it's obviously so timely talking about Me Too, and I think it's also very timely as it's very prominent in like the YouTube space at the moment. Um, and I really enjoy this book. Obviously, I've said this like a million times, but there's a character, Wes. He's not like an actual like supporting character, like, we don't see him at all, but the main character talks about him, and I am just laughing because I feel like Weston is such a popular name in books now, and in my High School Musical retelling, the Jonah's brother is named Weston, and I'm like, "Do I change it now?" Because we're just gonna have another Weston. It's just gonna be all of the YA Westons now. I feel like it must be a popular name. I don't know why I know it. If you feel comfortable with them sprints, yes. It's so hard because I have to do it when I'm in the mood. If I like say, here's the schedule, I just probably won't commit to it. But for Patreon, I do have like monthly ones I'm doing, which is fun. I know someone to write a book. Yeah, it's hard when you're in school to do it. I say that as I wrote my hockey book during school in 2019 NaNoWriMo, but that was because I didn't really have a lot of homework or anything, so I was able to go through it. But now, like when you have more time, it is a little bit easier. But I wish I like could dedicate all of my time to it, but I just have too many interests that it's hard to just like balance them all. I think I could correct me if I'm wrong because I have not read the new Casey McQuiston book yet, but I'm pretty sure that that's a name in the new book, One Less Stop. I'm pretty sure it is. I just keep seeing that name everywhere, so maybe I'm doing the right thing. Maybe it's the right thing. Okay, my Weston is a swimmer. And I don't know, I haven't really written a lot of scenes with him because he's at college in the book. He is in the beginning of the book, but he's also goes way back to college, so we don't really see him as much in the book. But maybe maybe I'm doing the right thing. So maybe I will do reading sprints though, because then that'll help everybody be motivated to actually write. Because the reading sprints are fun too because even if you haven't been reading all day, if they're just you just hop in like a 15-minute sprint, you've read for the day. But don't make it like pressured. Yeah, I bet. Oh my goodness. Speaking of anxiety, I'm just pitching this book to everybody. This has really good anxiety rep. But the only issue is that I have a lot of anxiety. I have generalized anxiety and social anxiety, and it's gotten a lot worse being in the pandemic and like not socializing. Like obviously I've been socializing online, but that's worse. It just makes my social anxiety way worse. But this has such good anxiety rep. I love it so much. And the only problem is that if you do have anxiety, I tend to have a hard time reading books about anxiety because then I tend to get really anxious. Or like if I'm feeling anxiety and then reading about somebody else experiencing anxiety, that's just not good. But pick it up for anxiety prep, but also look up the trigger warnings. She doesn't have any at the beginning of the book. I thought maybe hers would have like maybe a link or something. I'll have to see if she's posted on like her Tumblr or something. You would think that 2021 like publishing's getting a little bit easier, better with that, but everything is in publishing is like 4 years behind. So, okay, why don't we do another 15-minute sprint because this is almost over, and don't forget to enter the giveaway if you haven't, and also we have a story graph. Literally everything is in my description, so if you need anything for the readathon is down there, and you can post the photo challenges to be featured on our Instagram. I said this in my Patreon live that these are just like so real because you could just see everything I cut out of videos. I'll just be talking and I'll be like, wait, what's I saying? I was planning to read it this week for the Queer Lit Readathon, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. So maybe I'll read it next week. I don't really know. I was gonna read it for the Queer Lit Readathon for the challenge not set on your continent because I have a feeling that her book would be set in Ireland, just like the Henna Wars. Okay, let me focus. All right, 15 minutes. Ready, set, go. Okay, how do we do? I got a lot of reading done in this whole reading sprint thing. Not this one reading sprint, but just throughout the whole night. Also, if you missed my announcement at the beginning, I'm going to be doing an Instagram live on the 30th of this month at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. PST, and I will also no, that's wrong. On the Penguin Teen Instagram, the live will be saved so you can watch it after if you haven't or you just missed it, didn't get to see it. I'm very excited and just wanted to let you guys know that before we leave, just because that's what I said at the beginning. Even. Oh, I think I know that one. I think I might have that book because I might have been sent it. Okay, it's all right so far. 87 pages, nice. I don't know what I started on, but maybe I might have ended up reading 47 pages. That's good. Oh, I mean, mine was sent from an Entangled team, so maybe it was. Who knows? Maybe it's not. I'm thinking of this one. Nice. Okay. Who knows what this one? That's great. Okay, so that was the live reading for Read-O-Rama. There's not one tomorrow, but there is one on Friday. Let me get up the information so I don't screw it up. Here is the event schedule for Read-O-Rama. Tomorrow, there's not one, but on June 11th, there's Instagram read-in with Chloe, and then on Chloe's channel, we have on the 12th, which is Saturday, we will have that at 5 p.m. So you can follow us on Instagram at Read-O-Rama. Make sure you have entered the code word so you can enter to win $15 to Amazon or Depository, any book up to that price. And thank you all for watching and reading with me. Really fun. I hope you have a great Read-O-Rama and you finish all your books. And you can also still participate in our photo challenge. Today's was reflection, and we will be announcing all the photo challenges like every morning. So there's still a couple. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Chloe, and also Kathleen, and then follow us on our social medias and all that. So thank you all for coming. I hope you all have a good night, and I will see you next time.